After all the exciting information we've revealed in our last videos, I'm sure you're wondering how you can get started. In this final video of the series, we're going to be discussing the Fusion sacrifice. Sacrificing into EMP Fusion means building an ownership stake in the central grid and will directly affect your earning potential. Once the sacrifice begins, the only way to receive passive income through our platform will be via Fusion. If you choose not to sacrifice the EMP assets you hold, they will simply be worth what the market will bear. You must sacrifice through our UI in order to receive credit. The sacrifice will remain open indefinitely. When sacrificing, you will receive 1 sacrifice point for every US dollar worth of eligible EMP assets sacrificed at peg value, which, as a reminder, peg value means the current value of ETH divided by 4,000. This mechanism is meant to incentivize buying EMP off the market under peg. Now, let's visit the various parts of the ecosystem together and we'll discuss how the sacrifice affects them. First, let's take a look at Liquid EMP. All the Liquid EMP sacrificed will be credited at a 1-to-1 ratio at the dollar value of peg. What this means is that we're crediting you as if we were already back at peg. So you have an opportunity to buy low and be credited as if we were much higher. You can determine the 1-to-1 ratio at the dollar value of peg by taking today's ETH price and dividing it by 4,000. This number will continue to move with the price of ETH. EMP ETH LP will be treated the exact same as Liquid EMP. If you own $100 of EMP in terms of the sacrifice, it will be credited the exact same as $100 worth of EMP ETH LP. You will be credited at a 1-to-1 ratio at the dollar value of peg. You will not need to unpair to sacrifice your LPs. Sacrifice points will be calculated in real time and viewable through the UI. Any LPs in the farms will simply need to be withdrawn before sacrificing. When it comes to Liquid eShare, there are 2 options for sacrificing. You may sacrifice directly to the central grid to build up your pool share ownership percentage. This will add to whatever EMP or LP you sacrificed to build up your ownership position and increase the amount you earn on a daily basis. The second option is to sacrifice to your microgrid to receive marketplace credits. You'll do this by purchasing power packs. Power packs are simply packages of eShare sacrificed to the microgrid and exchanged for energy. You'll be rewarded energy for your eShare on the other side. Packages of multiple eShare being sacrificed are eligible for bonuses. This energy you receive can be used to purchase anything in the marketplace, including NFT utility batteries and power-ups. Now, power packs should not be complicated to understand. The easiest way to understand them is thinking about a one-time bonus you might receive, say, in a grocery store. Say you walk into a grocery store to buy oranges. If you buy 1 orange at a time, maybe they're $1 each. But today, there's a deal, 5 oranges for $3. That's a power pack. It's a one-time package deal where you get a discount for purchasing multiple items. And so a power pack is a one-time deal where you get a bonus for sacrificing multiple eShare and exchanging them for energy. Let's talk nodes. Nodes will operate almost identically to how they do now, with one key exception. Any claims from nodes will be directly and automatically sacrificed to the central grid to increase your pool ownership percentage. When claiming from nodes, all EMP sacrificed will be credited at a 1-to-1 ratio at the dollar value of peg. No, you cannot sacrifice your entire node into the central grid, only the claims made on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, whatever you choose to do in that regard. When it comes to up EMP, there's a couple important things to pay attention to. You are still able to directly redeem your up EMP for EMP. However, if you are choosing to go this route, there will be a 20% fee on all liquid claims. Instead, you may choose to sacrifice your up EMP directly with no redemption fees, and it will automatically be sacrificed to the central grid to increase your pool ownership percentage. All the up EMP sacrificed will be credited at a 1-to-1 ratio at the dollar value of peg. Now keep in mind, if you're depositing more into up EMP, there will still be an 8% deposit fee. If you're sacrificing E-bonds, you will be credited at a 1-to-1 ratio at the dollar value of peg. And your E-bonds will be directly sacrificed to the central grid to build up your pool ownership percentage. You will not be redeeming them first in order to sacrifice them. You will simply select bonds on the sacrifice page, complete the sacrifice, and your sacrifice amount plus bonus will be credited. Power-up NFTs will remain absolutely the same as they do today. They will function identically, and there's absolutely nothing you need to do in regards to the sacrifice if you own power-up NFTs. When it comes to Sentinel and Defender NFTs, any claims being made will be sacrificed directly to the central grid to increase your pool share ownership percentage. When it comes to Sentinel Squadron NFTs, all the eShare and BNB you're claiming will be directly sacrificed to the central grid to increase your pool share ownership percentage. When it comes to Detonator Defenders, all the EMP ETH LP you're claiming will be automatically sacrificed to the central grid, and you'll be rewarded at a 1-to-1 ratio at the dollar value of peg for that EMP ETH LP. In Fusion, whenever we're referring to DOS contracts, we're meaning all of the detonator style contracts. So in Fusion and moving forwards, all LPs claimed from DOS contracts will be automatically sacrificed to the central grid to increase your pool ownership percentage. Other than that, detonator style contracts, all of the DOS contracts, operate very much the same as they do today. Every day, you'll have an opportunity to choose whether you want to compound or claim before the rollover time. Should you choose to claim, those LPs will be directly sacrificed to the central grid to build your pool ownership percentage. There'll still be a daily lottery, a daily largest deposit prize, and everything else will essentially remain the same, although we are also working on some V3 changes and upgrades to improve the DOS contracts as well shortly after the Fusion launch. Now, all LPs sacrificed from the DOS contracts will be credited at a 1-to-1 ratio at current market value. Please note, this means you cannot sacrifice your entire detonator position into the central grid in order to build up your pool ownership percentage. You may only sacrifice daily claims to the central grid, not your entire position. However, after the initial MVP launch, down the line, we do plan to launch an option where you have the option to sell your entire detonator position should you choose, and this will apply to all the DOS contracts. Last but not least, there's a number of other assets that can be sacrificed: USDC, USDT, ETH, BNB, BUSD, and all these other assets that are able to be sacrificed are calculated at current market value. We're sure you're just as excited as we are to get the Fusion sacrifice started. One last important note, there will be some juicy early sacrifice bonuses. The earlier you sacrifice, the bigger the bonuses will be. So make sure to keep watch of all the announcements and information shared in our channels because you'll want to sacrifice as early as possible.